Hey guys, welcome to my channel. This is Tiga Panda. Today I wanted to review the Maybelline Fit Me Matte and Poreless, and you can find this foundation at Bed Bath & Beyond. I'm not sure if it's out yet. Like here in Texas, I went to San Antonio and I could not find it, but then when I got home here in New Braunfels, I found it in CVS, which I thought was weird. I was looking at new makeup that was in drugstores when I came upon the Maybelline Fit Me. Someone had taken a picture of the display, and from there, like, I just went, oh my fucking god, I need this right now, because when I first started using makeup, Maybelline Fit Me was my go-to foundation. It was my favorite foundation, but it was an oil, like, it wasn't catered for oily skin, so it would look good for 2 hours, and then after that I would be like an oily mess. But I love the foundation because it just concealed everything. It like hid all my flaws, and it was one of those foundations that definitely covered up all my acne scars, etc. And that's why I love Maybelline Fit Me. And on top of that, it looks like your skin, like you just glow. And I'm wearing it right now. So anyway, once I found out that this Maybelline Fit Me Matte Poreless foundation existed, I like was looking for it for about 3 days before I finally found it at CVS. And honestly, I went up and down CVS, guys, the news section, and I could not find it. And right when I had given up, I was about to walk out, I look up and it was sitting there right in front of me, and I was like, hallelujah, it's right there. I've been using this for 2 days now and I absolutely love it. Like, it definitely lasts all day. So because I'm horrible at inserting demos, I'm just gonna go ahead and say I'm gonna insert the demo right about. Okay guys, so I washed and moisturized my face, and I'm gonna go ahead and go in with the foundation. And this is the Maybelline Fit Me Matte and Poreless. I'm just gonna use my 187 brush from MAC. So I'm just gonna take some out. And I kind of have to, oh, there it goes. The difference between this formula and the other one is that this one doesn't move as well. Like, it's not as liquidy. It definitely stays in place. And I have this in the shade 220 Natural Beige. I'm gonna go ahead and go in with my brush on one side of my face so you can see. Okay guys, so I've applied the foundation to one side of my face, and as y'all can see, it definitely covered all the imperfections. I only put one layer of the foundation on my face, and as you can see, you can totally tell the difference between this side and this side of my face. My cat is acting crazy. Obviously, you can still see the blemishes on this side because I haven't put anything on. My skin's fairly good lately. I do have a couple of little spots, but I mean, this foundation definitely covered everything up on this side. I'm gonna go ahead and apply it to the other side of my face now. As y'all can see, it definitely covered up my spots and blemishes that I had on my face. It definitely evened out my skin tone, and it created a very healthy glow to my skin without looking dewy. It's definitely a matte finish, but it's a matte natural finish. I'm gonna go ahead and zoom out. So as y'all can see, it definitely created a smooth canvas for my skin. My skin looks phenomenal. In terms of color though, I will say that it is just a little bit off from my skin tone, but this is the lightest medium shade, and I definitely don't think I'm a part of the light shades. I'm not that light. At least I don't think so. So I'm just gonna go ahead and use the rest of this and apply it on my cheeks, just because I do have more blemishes. And I did only apply one layer. And there you have it. I've applied 2 layers of foundation to my skin, and as you can see, it created a flawless canvas to my skin, and it looks absolutely beautiful. And if I'm not talking directly at the camera, it's because I'm looking at myself. But I definitely my skin looks healthy. It looks like it's glowing. It definitely looks like my skin. It doesn't look like I've caked on foundation. And my pores are literally like disappeared, like they vanish. Like, honestly, the claims that Maybelline says about this foundation, matte and poreless, is true 100%. Now I'm just gonna go ahead and go in with the Maybelline Fit Me Matte and Poreless powder. And I have this in the same shade, 220 Natural Beige. And I'm gonna use my Real Techniques powder brush, and this is the big fat one. And I'm just gonna go ahead, go in there, and I'm gonna tap it on my face. Go ahead and buff it in a little bit. And this is just so it sets the foundation. I don't think it gives you any more coverage than you already had. And that should be good. I've set my foundation with the same Fit Me Matte Poreless powder. And now from here, I'm just gonna finish my makeup and I'll be right back. Hey guys, so I finished putting on my foundation and I'm not wearing a lot of makeup today. I didn't do any eye makeup. It's just my eyebrows and my contour, and of course my lips. I'm just at home today, so I don't want to wear too much makeup on my eyes if I don't have to. I did a skincare consultation with SK2 the other day and they told me that my eye area was really dry and that I need to take care of it more or I was gonna wrinkle. And I hate wrinkles. I'm horrified of the thought of wrinkles. I know it's like natural with aging and stuff, but I personally don't want them. So I'm not wearing eye makeup recently because of it. Like, I'd rather just not. And honestly, if y'all want to know more about my SK2 experience, definitely comment down below and let me know and I'll do a video on that and the products that I bought from SK2, etc., and how that's worked out for me. So anyway, back to the Maybelline Fit Me. When I saw it at the drugstore, they didn't have a lot of shades as opposed to the Maybelline Fit Me Dewy and Smooth. I think that's how they're rebranding that one. I think that one has like over 20 shades or 15 or something. Whereas this, I swear I only saw like 12 shades or maybe even less. And I will say that most of these shades were yellow based. I didn't, like, literally when I was like, okay guys, like, I hate to say this, but I'm one of those people that opens up every single bottle and I'm kind of like, oh, yep. Like, I'm sorry, I just have to. Anyway, I honestly could not find a shade that I could say, oh my god, this is it. Like, I tried the darkest light shade. I ended up getting the lightest medium shade, which is 220, but I tried the lightest shades, which is the 100s, and like, they were literally matching my skin tone. So it was like getting really obnoxious. Like, I couldn't tell. And on camera, this looks a little dark, so I'm not 100% sure, but I'm just gonna roll with it. I will say that 230, 240, or whatever the colors are matched me as well. Like, it was just, they're so yellow based and I'm yellow, so I like the color. And so they were all matching me, so it was a little hard to find a shade, but if you're more of a cool tone, you might have a little problem finding a shade that matches you. So I would just say go a shade lighter. So talking about the foundation, Maybelline doesn't have any claims on their website yet because it's not released on their website yet. This is definitely one of those, like, if you find it, you find it. It'll be released soon everywhere. But, I mean, the packaging says Maybelline Matte and Poreless, and it says it's for normal and oily skin. And I will say that I wore this yesterday. This isn't a first impression by any means. I definitely wore it yesterday. I will say that when you're priming, definitely use a mattifying primer. When you're using a mattifying foundation, most of the time you're trying to control your oils. So don't use anything that's, like, meant to smooth out your pores or anything like that, because normally primers like that tend to use a lot of silicones, and those silicones glide onto your face and then it just becomes a greasy mess towards the end of the day. So definitely when you're using this, use a mattifying primer. Set it with the powder, preferably the Fit Me or any type of mattifying powder. I just think these two go great together. This is a great mattifying powder if you're looking for one. I think this definitely rivals the Rimmel Stay Matte powder. As far as this foundation, it definitely conceals your pores. Like, I was looking at my pores earlier and they're concealed 100%. It's ridiculous. Like, it definitely smooths them out. I can't even tell that they're there. I will definitely say that this foundation is kind of close to terms with the Nars Sheer Matte Foundation, and my boyfriend recently gave me his old Nars Sheer Matte. I don't know why I keep saying Nars Fit Me in my head. It's just, I'm not working out today. And they're definitely comparable. I will say that this is a little bit better just because this definitely minimizes your pores. Also with this controls your shine for up to 12 hours, they claim. We'll test that out soon. But I will say that in terms of longevity, I would say that this lasts longer because I wore this yesterday and honestly I didn't get shiny until about 4 or 5 hours in, which is normal. I mean, this is a drugstore foundation, so definitely like wasn't expecting it to even last more than 3-4 hours, like because that's how long the old Maybelline would last on me. So this is definitely like, oh my god, I love it. Whereas the Nars Sheer Matte on my skin, personally, no matter how much I prime, within like the hour, I'm already like greasy, hot mess, and I have to like powder, and it looks great as long as I keep powdering every hour. So like, that's all I have to say. It's 4:57 and I'll be back in about 1 or 2 hours to let y'all know how I'm doing. So yeah, stay tuned guys. Hey guys, so it's been about 5 hours. It's now almost gonna be 10 o'clock at night, and it's been about 5 hours since my last update, or since I first put on the foundation. Obviously I am oily around my T-zone, but other places like right here where, you know, it's not my T-zone, it's perfectly fine. I'm sure that if I put some foundation, some powder, I'd be fine. Let me put some on only one side. Okay, so as y'all can see, I applied the Maybelline Fit Me powder on the right side of my face to cover up the shiny, and as you can see, it does make a difference. This side is matte again and this side is still shiny. So the shine that I have on my face is something that isn't something that the Maybelline Fit Me powder can't fix and make your makeup last a little bit longer. It has been 5 hours though, and I will say for a drugstore foundation, that's a long time. And honestly, my face doesn't feel super greasy. Also, I will say that it's not as bad as it's probably coming off on camera. I'm using a ring light right now, and I'm not fond of the ring light at nighttime, but the only way I can film this video other than my phone in the restroom like I did the Derma Blend. But that being said, this foundation definitely held up really well. It definitely surpassed my expectations. I didn't think it was going to be this good, honestly. I thought that I was going to get oily as soon as I put it on, and honestly, after 5 hours of use, I would expect to, you know, touch up. Normally, I would have touched up by the 3rd hour maybe. So I'm just going to go ahead and go to the pros and cons. The pros to this foundation is, A, honestly, it rivals Nars Sheer Matte. It's definitely a very good dupe for that foundation. B, it's very affordable. I mean, this runs for about $6 to $8 depending where you buy it. I love the fact that it gives you a very poreless finish. That's something that some foundations tend to not have. Even the Nars Sheer Matte, like, I feel like it emphasizes my pores. This just conceals everything. Some of the cons to this foundation is that it's not oil free. At least the foundation bottle doesn't claim it is. Maybe it is, I'm not entirely sure. I will say that some of the ingredients that changed from the original Fit Me is that this one has silica in it, and obviously silica helps control oil, so. But honestly, this is a great foundation overall. If you're looking for a great dupe to other matte foundations out there, this is a great dupe for the Nars Sheer Matte Foundation, and it's really affordable, and I definitely recommend this to everybody. I can definitely see myself pulling this foundation out from all the other ones over there on a normal day basis. So that's all I really have to say about this foundation. If you like this video, make sure to give this a thumbs up. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, let me know down below. And if you've tried this foundation out, let me know how it's been working out for you. If you have any other products that you want me to review, definitely let me know down below. And if you want to see more videos from me personally, make sure to subscribe to my channel. So yeah guys, thanks for watching. Panda out.